Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel, tap that notification bell, and like this video. That does help me keep making videos, and I would appreciate it majorly. So they've identified the alleged shooter at the Synagogue in Poway, California, which is just outside San Diego. One person was killed. I think a total of 4 people were shot. Although that's not entirely clear to me either, because there was reports of injuries with children. I don't think any kids were shot. So, but 4 people went to the trauma center. One of them died, I believe, a slightly older woman, and 3 others were shot. I think the rabbi who was presiding over the service when the individual went in there, his name is John T. Earnest, a 19-year-old white male. There's a ton out there right now about him because he posted a thread on 8chan before doing this, like immediately before doing it, like right around 11 o'clock. In fact, I don't know. I thought I saw somebody that said they saw it and posted it and sent a warning to the FBI. But I have no idea if that's true. And but also like this very long manifesto that I don't know if that was part of the 8chan thread he started or something else, And I think it's already been taken down, but people have archived it, and I read it. It's some of it. It's super long. It's super long, but it goes on. It's just anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish stuff. But it's very elaborate how he goes through his family history and what he believes Jewish people are doing to everybody else and enslaving them and on and on. It's madness. But so, and then he just asks himself a series of questions. I'm totally paraphrasing, but it's so long. I read maybe a quarter of it, reading the portions of each paragraph, and then there's like a lightning round at the end where he asks himself a series of questions. Are you a Trump supporter? Are you a conservative? Do you feel bad, remorse, and stuff like that? He says he's not a Trump supporter. He says Trump is like a Jew-loving Zionist, and he doesn't call himself a conservative either. He says he considers conservatives to be spineless and worthless and stuff like that. It's just it's just white nationalist, white supremacist stuff. Totally. So he is pictured. Now it was kind of went back and forth on Twitter. There's a number of pictures of him. Some of them he's only 19 years old. He's just a kid, just about. So some of the pictures of him are from I believe his father's Facebook page that are still up there, from him in high school. I believe he went to high school there in Poway, California. I believe his father, is a teacher, and that's where I think his identity first surfaced in terms of his visual identity. But it's now being confirmed by a number of different outlets that the pictures that they were talking about over Twitter, somebody put it up there, and there was tons of people jumping all over his case saying, why are you posting that until you know that it's actually him? It is him, at least according to Heavy.com and a couple other outlets, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before everybody is seeing who this individual is. So supposedly he went in there specifically during service to I think it could have been tons worse than it was. The only reason it was not many fatalities because people in the congregation stood up and tackled him or took him on, and so he was forced to flee. He was apprehended, I believe. I thought I saw a report that said like 2 miles from the, it's called Chabad, not Shabbat, Chabad Synagogue in Poway, and that an off-duty Border Patrol agent actually engaged him, like fired back at him, and that he basically surrendered with his hands in the air, I think, upon that. I'm not totally clear if the off-duty Border Patrol agent actually took him into custody, or if it was just the off-duty Border Patrol agent who engaged him, shot at him, I don't think hit him, but caused him to surrender, or if the authorities, held him at bay until the authorities, the San Diego County Police or the Poway Police got there to take him into custody. And I think he gave up without incident after that. I'm not absolutely certain of that. So, but that's pretty much the story there. I was very curious to, learn about him. Obviously he's going into a synagogue and shooting people intentionally. The odds are he's going to be anti-Semitic and all that, and he is. But I was very curious who he was too. Just 19 years old, and I think he's a nursing student. And, like I said, he talked about in that manifesto, the first paragraph is about his heritage, from both sides of his family, his mother and his father, going back to, England or Ireland or wherever his ancestors came from and how they came to this country. And at some point he starts talking about, Jews and why they're so evil and what they do to people who aren't Jewish and other things. It's all just madness. But that's the story there, man. That is the story there. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I got to get to work, back to work, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.